previous member of the Nova Scotia Trucking Safety Association's Board of Directors. Drivers recognized by the award are nominated because of their outstanding safety protocols, experience on the road, impeccable driving record, other awards they've received in years past, community activities, and their dedication to driver education. This year's recipient is a professional driver who has been driving for more than 45 years. He drives an estimated 210,000 kilometers annual. His point of origin is Nova Scotia, and he hauls to all states east of Mississippi. Of course, driving this many kilometers a year means a tremendous amount of home time and special occasions missed. However, his passion for driving has never wavered through the years, and he's always managed to be home for those very special highlights in their lives. As a young child, he would watch the trucks roar by his home. It was one of those moments in time that he decided that he would become one of them, a truck driver. At the age of 18, he went to work for a company driving a truck and then moved on to driving tractor-trailer. His mother often told her friends and family that her son had a disease. When they asked as to his condition, she would quickly reply, "It's in its blood." He's a truck driver. He's a professional driver in all sense of the words, who has a number of awards under his belt, including the 2006 Highway Star of the Year Award, the Truckload Carriers Association's 2013 Owner-Operator of the Year Award. This year he was recognized for driving 5 million accident-free miles. For those who don't know, this also means that he's had no USDOT or CVOR violations and has remained accident-free to obtain this recognition. His employer and our association, as well as he, are very proud of this recognition. The professional driver is an ambassador, not only for the company he works for, but for the industry as a whole. Both he and his wife live and breathe trucking and are very focused on giving back. They are involved in the community and participate in a number of charitable events, including the Truck Convoy for Special Olympics held here in Nova Scotia every September. He has found passion for giving hope, support, and encouragement, as well as joy to the Special Olympians in their quest for success in the world of professional athletes. He not only is a professional driver and a businessman, he has been married to his wife for 41 years, has a son and 3 grandchildren. When we notified his employer that he was receiving this award today, here's what they said. He is a professional driver that we hope other drivers coming into the industry emulate exactly what he is all about. That pride of accident-free driving is something that he values, but at the same token, safety is number one with us as well. We are very proud of this guy, and he should be very proud of himself. One of this individual's main goals going forward is to educate others about the trucking industry and how it's filled with professionals. He says his goal in life is to help other people and restore that image of the professional truck driver, and you can only do that one driver at a time. The nomination for this individual was submitted by Maritime Safety Coordinator for the company he works for. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very pleased to announce to you our 2016 Professional Driver of the Year, Terry Smith, SLH.
I thought it was Hank Snow. Nice shirt.
I'd like to say a few words. I'm kind of nervous because most of the talking I'm going to do is on the CB radio. Anyway, I have to thank the Nova Scotia Truck and Safety Association Linda, all the members of the judging committee, because somebody asked me, how do you win these awards? I said, I was the only one that showed up. I don't know if that's true or not, but I have to thank my employer, SLH Transport. My wife, Roxanne, is sitting right here. Her and I are a team. We're in this together. We've been trucking for 41 years. I have to explain the shirt, because when you're married for a little while, your wife decides what clothing you're going to wear. And I said, tell me again why I'm wearing the shirt. She said, you look good in red. Nobody else will have the shirt. And we thought the thing was in Calgary, Alberta. Anyway, you have to forgive me if I'm dressed appropriately. But anyway. So here's what I do. A driving truck is driving tractor trailers. In order to get all these miles, everybody has luck. You have to have a little bit of luck, some skill, and you have to work for a company that promotes safety. I work for lots of companies that said, run all night, keep the customer happy, and then you can be safe. So I work for SLH, and when I started there, I went to orientation, and I said to James Gray doing the orientation, how long have I got to go to South Carolina? He said, 3 days. I said, wow. Because sometimes it's a 3-day drive, they want you there in 2 days, so that's a culture. I knew right then there was a culture, and I tell people, if you get a ticket working for SLH in your logbook, it's because you did that. They don't, if I'm going down the road, and everybody has rush loads. The customer always comes first, and they're always rush loads, but if I'm going down the road and I can call my dispatch and say, Penny, I don't feel good, the road isn't safe, I shouldn't be on it. She doesn't say anything except park and call me tomorrow, or whatever. And most companies put the customer first, except when they have to call them up. If you see a truck in the ditch, you said he went one exit too far, he should have stopped. And secondly, how do you explain this overnight delivery? The truck is scattered, everything's millions of dollars, and all you had to do was say, I should have stopped, and the company should have let me stop. And everybody says, you're driven by money, that's what drives the industry, and everybody says, well, if I just decide if I have to stop, and if it's cost me my job, I'm not working for the right carrier. So it's hard to get young people to come in because they don't understand what a beautiful industry it is. They look at the stereotype truck drivers that do tattoos and all this kind of stuff, but that's all has to change, because if it doesn't change, we're not going to draw young people. Who's going to drive the trucks? Because all my friends are 65, they're all going to retire. And we need a new breed of people, and a lot of times it's men or women, but we have to change the image of trucking somehow. Companies have to work for it. I try to do it every day. The guy the other day said to me, you're the cleanest looking truck driver I ever saw. And I said, is that after you pressure washed me, or is that there before I was at a truck wash? And I said, I pride myself, and I want to do the best job I can do every day for my company, and when I go to a customer, that's my customer. That's not theirs. I have to represent the trucking industry, my company, myself, and if every driver felt that way, things would be a lot better. We have people in the industry that don't respect it. It's just a paycheck, and that has to change. So I try to do that one driver at a time. That's all I can do. Thank you.
So, those are our award winners for 2016. How about a round of applause? Very well deserved. Our next concurrent sessions don't